I'm Jay Jackson. Welcome to WineNewsNoir.com. Thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. We begin in New York City with the taste of Spain and the Iberian Peninsula. That's the focus of a new YouTube series hosted by the highly respected wine writer and educator, Wanda Mann. And I got a chance to chat with her one-on-one.
Hola, and welcome to episode 1 of the Iberian Portfolio series brought to you by Vineyard Brands.
Her voice is as rich as the Spanish and Portuguese wines on display, and her knowledge is as deep as their color. Meet Wanda Mann, a 20-year veteran wine writer who was handpicked to star in Vineyard Brands' glitzy new YouTube series focused on wines of the Iberian Peninsula.
I'm just being a nerd. Comes in handy in this situation.
I talked with the New York native and East Coast editor of the respected Somm Journal and Tasting Panel about how she landed the posh gig.
Vineyard Brands actually approached me. They're an importer that I've had a great relationship with over the years. And they said, we'd like to have you host this series that we're doing. And I love their portfolio. They work with family-owned wineries around the world. And most importantly, they're wines that I believe in, and they are a company that's always believed in me. Even when I was trudging along and people didn't know who I was, they invited me to events. They sent me samples. They really have been an important part of my wine journey. So being able to collaborate with Vineyard Brands on wines that I love and regions that I visited, it's been a great opportunity.
So we're going to start our tasting journey with Marqués de Cáceres Crianza. Crianza simply means that the wine was aged for a minimum of 2 years, and one of those years was in oak barrels.
Mann is a testament to the changing face of wine. She says she clearly remembers when few faces looked like hers and few sounded like her. Times do change.
We had an all-female team, I have to say, lighting, videography, editing. So that was wonderful as well. But I guess I was really impressed. Like, I wish I could take credit for how slick and beautiful it is. But I really love what they did because it's really inspired me to like, wow, that's the level we like to be at as much as we can.
Most impressive, beyond the sweeping panoramas and vibrant colors, Mann's encyclopedic knowledge of the wine, the region, its history, and culture.
England and Portugal became trading partners in the 14th century, and the English were trading their salt cod for Portuguese wine. As this wine was traveling across the ocean, they realized there was a need to fortify it so it would arrive in pristine condition and with good flavor.
But most critical to Mann, besides the wine and a high-quality product to tell its story, diversity in and around the world of Vitis vinifera.
I have seen a lot of progress in a number of sommeliers of color, media of color, content creators. So diversity is important. We all drink and eat, right? It's not just for one group of people. We all drink and eat. So this idea that somehow wine, that some people are not worthy of it, that it should be a segregated space, to me, that's just ridiculous. And I'm really happy to see the ivory tower falling down and looking around the table and saying, this is the power of wine. Yes, it's what's in the glass. I love the technical aspects, but I love that I can sit at a table with someone from a different country, and within we get halfway through that bottle is the ultimate icebreaker, right? You get to know each other, you see the humanity, and I think that is wine's greatest superpower, in my opinion.
To keep up with Wanda's wine journey, just go to her website at wandamann.com or her Instagram page at WineDineWanda. A new AVA in Washington, trouble at Southern Glazers, and panic in Argentina. Here are the top stories for this month's Wine in a Minute.
The state of Washington announced its 21st AVA. Beverly, Washington is a 2,400-acre appellation located entirely in the Columbia Valley. With its high heat, high wind, and alluvial soils, vineyards will see plantings of Cabernet Sauvignon, Cab Franc, Malbec, and Merlot. America's largest wine and spirits distributor is in the midst of a major downsizing. Numerous employees of Southern Glazer's Wine and Spirits have reported layoff notices, many with little notice at all. Southern Glazer's officials have not released any statements as of this report, but employees say they received 2 months severance and were forced to immediately turn in all company property. No word on the total number of layoffs. Argentina is facing its biggest wine crisis in nearly 2 decades. Domestic sales are expected to fall to a historic low below 600 million liters. Since 2014, wine sales in the country have dropped by half, according to the Center for Economic Studies of Bodegas de Argentina. Analysts say inflation and changing drinking habits among younger consumers are the two biggest factors.
And finally, we go to Inglewood, where one singer is serving the vibe of wine and music, and he lets his voice do all the talking.
Caleb Mentor is a healer of sorts. He's often on the Wednesday night menu at 1010 Wine Bar in Inglewood, where he feels it's his job to help wine lovers get back on track while doing what he loves the most, singing.
Sometimes, it's a stressful week, and I feel like people come here to decompress. So performing, I'm able to kind of help them decompress from the week. So it feels good.
To say Mentor is a rising star is an understatement. He recently dazzled the Apollo Theater in New York and performed at the Emmy Awards in Los Angeles to much acclaim. He says the trick to singing to smaller crowds is to know your audience.
Usually I'm on bigger stages, and but here again I'm just able to just kind of chill. People can come up and just talk and put a song request in, and I'll just try it out. It doesn't normally happen like that on the stage when everything is so this is how it should be. When we have a set list and all of that. But just performing here, it's a good time, and just again I just get to relax and just chill.
One more chance with you again. But whether it's 10,000 people or 10, it's always 100% from Mentor, because with wine and music, he says, it's all about the V word.
Usually what I'm more prone to is getting people involved, more, hype music. So it's definitely different for me. It's a little bit out of my element because I'm more of in your face, performance. But it gives me a chance again to just kind of do something different and also just chill. So I like the vibes.
All right, great voice. And that's going to do it for this episode of WineNewsNoir.com. Please remember to visit our sponsors on our website. Again, thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. I'm Jay Jackson. Cheers.